Retro.
Hi, this is Fred Tatasciore, and you're listening to Dennis and Jay on Podcast Stardust. The Force is strong with both of them.
Welcome to Podcast Stardust. This is the fully armed and operational podcast dedicated to Star Wars news, reviews, trivia, and discussion. I'm Dennis Keithley.
And I'm Jay Krebs.
So we are going to wrap up this week with another round of Revenge of the Sith trivia. Normally we cover news on Friday, but there just doesn't any. So we'll hopefully have something to talk about next week. But with that said, Jay, you want to go ahead and give everyone a reminder of what our social media contacts are?
Absolutely. Very easy to find us, Dennis. We are on Facebook and Instagram at Podcast Stardust. And I want to say a big hello there to our new listeners because I know there are a few out there. So hopefully you will enjoy this episode of the podcast as well as find some joy in many other episodes as well.
I was going to say, if our host and statistics in our TeePublic purchases lately are an indication, we have quite a few new listeners. So thank you all for joining us. But any rate, let's get on with things. The dish is aligned, the signal is boosted to maximum output, the shield is down. We are now broadcasting to the galaxy. So as I was just talking about a second ago, normally on Friday we're covering recent Star Wars news, but there just wasn't enough to make a Star Wars news episode about. And rather than drawing on a bunch of things that are not really of much consequence or kind of been covered in a lot of other places recently, especially on this podcast, I thought we'd get into another round of trivia. And we typically formulate our trivia episodes around whatever movie we are covering that year. And this year it happens to be Revenge of the Sith. And this is part 5. And I think we did our last one about 10 episodes ago. So if you want more after this, you can go back and check that out.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
Jay, you are my trivia victim. Are you ready?
Love it. Very willing victim.
All right.
I am ready.
This is part 5 in the trivia episodes, and it covers the segment of the movie that runs from 48 minutes even to 1 hour and 54 seconds if you're watching the movie on Disney Plus. And we've got, how many questions do I have here? I have got 40. So quite a few for you to answer this time. Excuse me. But here we go. Question number 1. Which 2 Wookiees is Yoda meeting with on Kashyyyk when the Jedi Council is informed by Anakin that General Grievous is on Utapau?
Oh, which 2 Wookiees is he meeting with? Well, we know it's is it Tarful and Chewbacca, or is it Tarful and someone else?
It's Tarful and Chewbacca. You got it.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding.
That's right. I was wondering because Tarful is the name you were tripping over on a previous trivia episode.
I was tripping into like sticky tar-filled goo.
Yeah. But that name, I think it's used the most in the Jedi Fallen Order game out of all of the canon. So,
wow, that's a good trivia right there.
I don't know if that's actually true, but that's my memory because Yoda says it once over the course of this movie, says his name, and that's the only way we know what his name is. Because it's not like, hey, Tarful, why don't we escape? It's, it's,
right.
I'll miss you, I will, Tarful. So at any rate, okay.
Goodbye.
Question number 2. How did clone intelligence discover General Grievous was on Utapau?
How did, was there a distress signal that was sent?
No, this is, I'm sorry.
This no. Okay. Was it part of a communications package? I don't know why that sticks out in my head.
I am going to give you credit for that. The more specific terminology is there was a parcel message in a diplomatic packet from the chairman of Utapau.
There we go. Okay, there it is.
And if I had to answer that question without having written it, I never would have gotten it. So good on you.
Whew,
All right.
thank you.
Question number 3. Besides Yoda, which 2 Jedi Masters were not at the Jedi Council meeting to discuss what to do about the intel that Grievous was on Utapau and appeared via holo transmission? Wow, that was really
Oh,
clumsily written.
okay.
So
No, I got
basically,
you.
which,
Okay.
to clarify for everyone listening at home, which other 2 Jedi Masters appeared via hologram during this discussion about what to do about General Grievous on Utapau?
Okay, I have to like mentally go around the circle here. So, okay, I'm gonna say that it was Kiadi Mundi and Plo Koon.
Bing, ding, ding. Very good.
Oh, yes. Yes. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah,
I'm
because you can
impressed.
kind of see, well, it goes, is it Agent Kolar? Because it's almost like in a crescent in a way. I'm very visual, so I
Mhm.
couldn't tell you exactly who all was around there. But yeah, okay, cool. Yay, go me.
Yeah, that's a tough question. I'm very impressed that you got
Ooh,
that one.
oh, thank you.
So, question number 4. Who did the Chancellor request lead the campaign to confront General Grievous on Utapau?
I'm gonna give those at home just a chance to think about this for just a second. But would that be Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah, that was one of the more gimme questions I put in this batch.
His golden boy.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Question number 5. Which Jedi Master proposes that Obi-Wan Kenobi should be the one sent to Utapau?
Mace, correct?
Incorrect. The
Oh
answer is
no.
Ki-Adi Mundi.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
One of our hologram boys.
Yeah.
I was so on a roll there. Darn it.
Yeah, that's all right. There's 35 more questions, so you got plenty of opportunities here. Question number 6. What kind of droid is seen emerging from the water during the Battle of Kashyyyk when the Separatists first launch their attack?
Oh, I know this one because I always thought it was the coolest emergence. It's a spider droid.
Yes, more specifically, the dwarf spider droid. The full name is the DS-D1 Dwarf Spider Droid.
Okay, I would never have gotten that part.
Yeah, I was not going to hold you to that level of knowledge. That's crazy. That's for
I
the uber Star Wars
appreciate
geeks.
that.
As knowledgeable as we are on Star Wars, that is a crazy level of knowing things. So,
Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody did know that, we wanna know because that's a I love the deep dive trivia, and some people know that stuff, and, I feel like different pieces of trivia and different pieces of information stick with different people. Some people are
sure.
weapons people, some people are vehicles people, some are, character names and, species or whatever, so I'm always impressed. Everyone's level of knowledge is awesome.
Well, yeah. And there's many different ways to specialize in what you know about Star Wars and the
Yeah,
details and things like
for
that.
sure.
And model numbers are not something that I particularly invest a lot of time in knowing. So,
Yeah,
um,
same.
which is what made this such a good trivia question.
Yeah.
But anyway, number 7. What out of universe noise do a pair of Wookiees make when attacking a droid? Hint.
Okay. No.
Chewbacca does this in Return of the Jedi.
I've always thought this was so out of place, but it's the Tarzan. I don't know why that it just
It
I
is
always think that's
absolutely
so
out of place, but
cheesy.
I love it every time that I hear it, and I chuckle every time that it happens.
I know you're a big fan of that one, but I'm just like, "Oh god, it's so cringy for me."
Mm.
But it's okay. It's all good.
Well, the first time you heard it was in Return of the Jedi, and it was legitimately funny when you've got
Right.
Chewbacca with 2 Ewoks
Mhm.
clinging to him as he swings on this vine on top to an AT-ST. Talking about model
Right.
numbers, as a matter of fact. But then just to get that homage back in Revenge of the Sith to that moment in Return of the Jedi, it was just perfect as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I
So,
guess when you look at it that way, that is a full circle moment, and
mhm.
that makes it acceptable in my book. Not that it should, matter one way or another.
Yeah,
But I always thought it was hilarious because that just reminded me so much of the old-fashioned Tarzan,
yeah.
and I just remember as a kid, I thought it was hilarious that they put that in Return of the Jedi, but then when they put it in here, I was like, palm, slap, forehead, really? But now I
Mm.
think I do appreciate it more, especially with your explanation. So thank you.
I can't tell you how many episodes of Tarzan I watched as a kid because it was like on Saturday or Sunday morning. I can't remember which the reruns of it were, but I don't remember any of them, if I'm being honest about it. So it didn't make that much of an impression beyond the Tarzan yet because that was part of the opening sequence. He'd be standing on top of that cliff and he'd do the
Right,
oh, and then all of a sudden
right,
you see all the animals running towards him from all over
exactly.
the African plains. All right.
And that
Well,
soundbite has been used in so many different things, I think it's even been used in, like, Tom and Jerry and oh my gosh, yeah,
oh, it's iconic. So it
it
has to
is.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are we? Question number 8. All right. When Anakin says that Obi-Wan will need him in his confrontation with Grievous, what does Obi-Wan say this whole thing might turn out to be?
Um, oh, a wild bantha chase.
Exactly. Very good. No, that's the I wrote my note to myself. I'm not exactly sure why, other than it says that's the tactic calling the stifling slimy. So yeah, the whole
Little Boba Fett thing in there.
right. This is
Nice.
the I guess it's just the notion of them taking standard Earth idioms, colloquial sayings, and
Mhm.
putting a Star Wars spin on them. All right.
Which I definitely always appreciate.
Certainly. Question number 9. What two things does Anakin. What two things does Anakin apologize to Obi-Wan for before Obi-Wan leaves for Utapau?
Okay, I can totally picture the scene in my head, and it's so bittersweet, can I just say?
Mhm.
Um, he said, "I've been arrogant
Ding, ding, ding.
and not appreciative of his teachings," and I'm not sure if he says it exactly like that.
Training, but yes, same thing.
Training, okay.
Yes, not been appreciative of training and has been arrogant. Was the exact order that he put that. So, yeah, that's still one of my favorite scenes from Revenge of the Sith, just because it's the last civil words those two exchange
Mhm.
before Anakin
Truly.
falls. So,
And, now that we have the Clone Wars, that is one of the most Clone Wars-esque Anakin scenes in
mhm,
Revenge of the Sith, I feel like,
mhm.
because, we get a very different Anakin in the Clone Wars, and, we've talked about it several times as far as why that is, but this is a very, back to that whimsical kind of relationship almost that they have, because you even see as and maybe I'm stealing your question here, but when he says, "Obi-Wan, may the Force be with you. May the Force be with you, my old friend." And then Anakin gets that little smile on his face before he turns super sour. And that's
Yeah.
just
Well,
breaks
especially
my
when you
heart.
consider everything that precedes this in this movie, how
Yeah.
frustrated Anakin is and how hard Obi-Wan is working to calm him down and reassure him about things. And, and Anakin, he's and the other thing, it's like he's almost apologizing for stuff that Obi-Wan doesn't even know about. Like his relationship with Padme that he's kept that a secret from Obi-Wan, although Obi-Wan has some suspicions, we all know that. And that,
Mhm.
he's so bought into what the Chancellor has told him, and he hasn't been giving Obi-Wan the equal treatment, the equal time for everything here. And they part here, and it's like you can go into this movie when you get to this, it's like you could have like the sigh of relief, like, oh wow, these two have been so frustrated for the last 30 minutes of this movie or last 20 minutes because they were clearly on the same team while they were rescuing the Chancellor. But you see
Mhm.
all these moments of frustration, but it's like, it's like that big sigh of relief that happens between the two, and it's
Oh,
all for
yeah.
naught at the end.
Yeah.
So
Sigh. Yes.
indeed, indeed. All right, well, let's move on with trivia. Question number 10. What two words does Obi-Wan use to compliment Anakin?
Oh my goodness. He says, "You
You,
are wise,"
that's one. He says
and
something. He says something else right before that. You are blank and wise.
oh my goodness. It's not kind.
No. It's more of a physical attribute.
You have a great mullet.
No.
No. Oh my gosh. Steadfast? You are
No. It's a
strong. You are
physical,
strong. Strong and
strong and
wise?
wise. There you
There it
go.
is. Okay. Whew, thank you.
I gave you a big hint. Come on.
You sure did. I don't know why I
All
couldn't
right.
think of that one. Oh my gosh.
You alluded to this question just a moment ago,
Okay.
which is number 11. Before Obi-Wan leaves Coruscant, who says, "May the Force be with you" first? Anakin or Obi-Wan?
Anakin.
He does. He does, in fact.
Yes.
See, you're doing well. You got 10 out of 11 so far.
Wow, look at me go.
Okay, this is going to be a tough one.
Okay. Wusa. Here we go.
Question 12. How many Venator-class cruisers are seen leaving Coruscant when Obi-Wan departs on his mission to Utapau?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not,
The
because I
number-
always do these number questions. You should have totally expected this.
The number questions always get me. Okay, let me think. Let me visualize here as they're taking off. Is it 4?
Close. It's 5.
Oh shoot. Okay. Dang, I was close. Wah.
I have to throw in some hard ones because you know the dialogue with me so well that
Well, again, that's what I'm talking about. Different things resonate with different people. I do try, as much as possible to pay more attention to those number things, though, because I know how much you love them. So I try to do better. It's good for my brain.
Well, that, and I just can't do an entire trivia section where it's just like, do you remember like word for word all the dialogue?
Right. Yeah, no, totally.
Okay, question number 13. Which clone is Obi-Wan discussing the mission to Utapau with when they finally get underway from Coruscant?
Cody.
Exactly. See, that's not a dialogue question, but there you go. All right. Question number 14.
Weirdly represented like AI clones almost, even though it wasn't AI. Digitally
14.
represented. Okay, go ahead.
How many engines are on a hyperspace ring for a Jedi starfighter?
Okay. I think there's 2 on there's 2 on each side. So that makes 4. Yeah, 4, right?
6.
Oh shoot. Are there any at the top as well? Or is there 3 on each side?
3 on each side.
Dang it. Oh well.
Yeah.
More numbers. But you know what? I'll never forget these. Now I'll never forget these. So thank you.
You are welcome. You're very kind. Question number 15. What vision does Anakin have at Padme's apartment after Obi-Wan leaves Coruscant?
It's the one where she's struggling and screaming during childbirth and Obi-Wan saying, "Don't give up, Padme."
Good enough. Obi-Wan helping Padme in childbirth. That's what I wrote down for the answer. Okay. 16. Who does Anakin tell Padme doesn't trust him?
The council, the Jedi Council.
Yeah, the fuller answer is Obi-Wan and the Jedi Council, but that's good enough.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Question number 17. We're flying through these now. What is it that Anakin has found a way to save Padme from? Specifically, what does he say? What has he figured out a way? What is it that he's found to save a way to save Padme from? This is
his nightmares.
Yeah,
his nightmares. Yes.
I'm glad you understood my question.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just trying to picture that scene in my head.
Yeah. All right. Question 18. So now we're back at Utapau. Who spies on Obi-Wan's arrival to the planet Utapau?
Who spies on his arrival? Is it B1s? Battle droids?
Close, but no.
Or Magna Guards?
A Magna droid. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Clankers.
That's right. That Magna droid shows up and he does that, plants his staff down. You hear that loud clunk.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. As soon as I described the plant scene to you, you would know exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What is the name of the Pauan that Obi-Wan meets with on Utapau when he arrives? This is next level because it's not mentioned in the movie at all.
It's he's actually played by Matthew Wood. I do know that. Tian Medin.
I am super impressed. Very good.
I think the only reason I knew that one though is honestly because we have that. I haven't played it in forever. I feel like I need to. The Trivia Pursuit DVD saga game, and that was one of the questions in that.
Yeah, I remember that game. I especially loved it. Every time you get something
again.
wrong, and all of a sudden Anakin, they get that little what are they called? The screens would go up around Anakin, Obi-Wan, and the Chancellor. And it's like Obi-Wan said, like, wait a minute, we're smarter than this. How did this happen?
Yes.
Like, apparently not.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to pull that out this weekend because that would just be so much fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. Question 20. What two things does Obi-Wan ask Tian Medin for?
He asks for fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And to use hold on.
You got it. You got it.
To use the planet as a base as he searches for star systems for Grievous.
That's correct. Very good. Yeah. I think more specifically he says the city, but that works. All right. Question 21. Which level does Tian say Grievous and his army is on?
Oh, this one I can totally picture in my head because as he like leans into Obi-Wan with those sharp teeth. 10th level. Thousands of battle droids.
You got it. Very good.
Yes.
All right. What is the name of the Varactyl that Obi-Wan rides on Utapau?
Oh, I know this because Colby-Wan had this as a little boy, and it was in his room on a shelf forever. It's the Boga.
Very good. Very good. Shout out to Colby.
Mm-hmm.
This is a layup. Question number 23. What planet is Grievous sending the Separatist leadership to?
Oh, gee. Kind of a fiery place. Starts with an M, ends in Mustafar. Mustafar.
No, it's Hoth. I'm just kidding.
I bet they wish, they got sent there after it got a little hot in there.
Okay. Question 24. What causes Gunray to doubt Grievous's ability to keep them safe?
Oh, he stands right up and he says about the Chancellor, you can keep something about Palpatine in line or safe.
There's two things. Something. That's one. What's the other one? What else happened during Act 1?
And oh shoot, couldn't keep Palpatine safe.
Palpatine escaped and
Palpatine escaped and the Jedi are still okay. Wah. What was it?
Take one more guess. Come on. What else happened? What was the other major thing that happened during Act 1? Palpatine and the Jedi got Palpatine and they escaped. And then what else? What was the other major thing that happened during Act
1? Padme told Anakin she was pregnant.
No, that's not what Gunray's gonna tell Grievous. Come on.
Oh shoot. I'm trying to think of what else would be.
It involves Palpatine.
He's still in charge of the. He's still in charge of
no.
Hey, okay, I
suck. Your hint. Do it.
He did. Oh, Dooku's dead.
There you go.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's like you just set the table and like threw the steak right in front of my plate for me, and I still didn't even smell it.
That's what makes
wow. And I was doing so good. Wah.
I guarantee you're gonna get question 25.
Okay. That's high stakes right there. Speaking of steak.
No, it's not. How does Obi-Wan greet General Grievous?
Oh, hello there.
There you go. That was a layup. I told you. Negotiator.
That you would have to have taken my Star Wars card away, fan card, if I would have.
Come on. You've only got 3 wrong so far. Question number 26. How many Magna droids move to attack Obi-Wan Kenobi when he confronts General Grievous on Utapau?
Another one of these stinking number questions. Well,
it's more than one.
crushes one of them with that big old anvil thing and then lobs his head off. Is it
He
3?
crashes all of them that way, and then just lobs one's heads off that's trapped underneath that. But how many did you say?
3?
It's actually 4.
Darn. So close.
All right.
I was
Number
75%
20.
there.
Yeah, you're gonna get this next one. It's a number question, but I guarantee you're gonna get it. How many lightsabers does Grievous attack Obi-Wan with?
4.
Very good.
Yay. 2 green, 2 blue.
All right. Question 28. What color are the lightsabers Grievous uses, and how many of each?
Whoa, use the force I did on that one. And they were even in like opposite, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they did this for a visual reason. Like he had them almost like in an X format where the blue and the green were alternate on each set of arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we've had a single episode of trivia where you have not like predicted the next question at some point. All right. This
Only
is
I
where
could
it's
win the
going to get
lottery.
this is where it's going to get tricky. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Which hand does Grievous lose first? So you have the upper
Okay.
left, the upper right, the lower left, and the lower right.
It's one of the left.
Yes,
Because as you're
that's right.
looking at them, and it's the upper left.
It's the lower left.
Shoot, I had a 50-50 shot after that. Dang it. I was thinking upper because that makes more sense but I guess Obi-Wan's shorter, so he would have come up from the bottom.
Okay.
I was so close.
What color lightsaber was that hand holding?
Oh, boy.
You got a 50-50 shot on it.
Green.
It's blue.
Wah, wah, wah.
Question 32.
Okay.
Which hand does Grievous lose next?
It's the upper left because it's both left hands.
Nope, it's the lower right.
Are you kidding me?
I am not. What color lightsaber was that hand holding?
That would wait. Okay, so you said it was the upper right,
It was the lower right.
lower right. So then that would be green.
That's correct.
Okay, because I remember they were, like I said, in that like X pattern almost. So they were alternated. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sweating over here, Dennis. My Lord.
Okay.
Whew.
Question 34. What happens to interrupt the duel between Obi-Wan and General Grievous?
Oh, the clone troopers arrive.
That's right.
They start rappelling down or grappling down.
All right. Question number 35. Complete list line from General Grievous. Army or not, you must realize blank.
Oh, you are doomed.
Very good. Question number 36. What is the first force power Obi-Wan uses in the fight against General Grievous?
Force push.
That's right.
Yes.
You're on a roll now.
Yes.
Question number 37. And I'm not going to hold you to all the technical specifications, but
You're very kind. Nice disclaimer there. Okay.
Yeah, I need a common description. What
Okay.
vehicle does General Grievous attempt to escape on?
Oh, okay. So there's I'm sure that there's numbers and letters and everything attached to this, but it's a wheel bike.
Very good. Yeah, the complete official name is TSMEU6 wheel bike.
God bless you.
All right.
And you know what's funny is my kids had one of those wheel bikes, and it was it was one of the figurine kind of things, and that thing never wanted to stay together.
Nope.
And it was, oh my gosh. And then I sold it at a garage sale, and Colby was very upset with me after that.
Yeah, we had one of those as well, and it just wasn't getting used for basically the reasons you were saying. So
Yeah.
that went out to a donation at some point, and it was never missed.
It was
Compared to the
very
other
high
stuff. So,
maintenance.
yeah.
Yeah. But I did give Colby the little bit of cash that I got for selling it. So there was that little consolation for him.
All right. Question number 38. How many more wheel bikes can be seen in the background when Grievous gets on his?
I didn't even realize that there were more in the background, so I'm just gonna
Yeah,
guess. Holy cow. Geez, who all used the wheel bikes? I didn't even know that that was anybody else's kind of thing. Okay, so there's gotta be, I'm just gonna guess 4.
the answer is 2.
Dang it.
3
I
of
was
them
like, that's
sitting there.
gotta be more than 2.
No, the next time you watch, there's 3 of them there, and Grievous gets on
I
one.
will
So,
pay attention.
mhm.
Definitely. Okay.
What important item does Obi-Wan lose in his pursuit of General Grievous?
Oh, his lightsaber.
Very good. All right, final question. Who finds Obi-Wan Kenobi? Who finds Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber?
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't say, "And Cody picks it up,"
That's
because I
right.
would have taken your fun away. So, ta-da. Are we to the end already?
We are done. Well, this
Wow,
has been 30 minutes, so hey.
time flies when
Uh,
you're having fun.
yep. Well, you got 32 out of 40. Good job.
Yay. I'll take that.
Yeah. And there were some tricky questions in there. I mean, I got into some of the details on which hand got lost first and the like.
Yeah, you're
So,
not kidding.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna pull out a Bowden feed. Ooh, ah, ooh. Like at the end of the pod race. Ooh.
Yeah, and that is kind of the challenge when it comes to writing these trivia questions is not to like rely like completely on dialogue and the like.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep,
So,
yep. No, I love it. I love it. Keeps me sharp. That's for
all right.
sure.
Well, I am impressed. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, then, thank you all for joining us for the episode of Podcast Stardust and another round of Revenge of the Sith trivia. We'd love to know how you did if you were keeping score at home. Make sure you hit us up on one of our social media contacts, which Jay will tell you about here in just a minute, and let us know what your score was out of the 40 questions I asked. And beyond that, I hope you just enjoyed this episode overall. And if you did, make sure you've subscribed to the podcast on your podcatcher of choice. And we'd appreciate a rating review. If you've done that, I try to find ratings and reviews and then share them when I can. But there's so many podcatchers out there that do these things that I can't find them all. So even if you just want to take a screenshot and post it somewhere for us to find, that'd be great too. Once you've done all those type of things and you want more episodes of Podcast Stardust beyond what your podcatcher of choice is going to give you, one of the best places you can go is retrozap.com, which is home of the RetroZap Podcast Network and home to all the other great shows on the network, including things like Enjoy Stuff, Dooncast, Brews and Blasters, Animaniacast, Agent Sealed Case Files, Love, Death and Robots Plus, Warp Trail, Superhero Seat. There's a ton of stuff. You can get lost for hours over there if you just want to engage in a plethora of geek culture. Jay, you want to go ahead and remind everybody where else we can be found online and around the internet?
You bet, Dennis. That's a question that I definitely know the answer to. And again, if you do happen to snap any screenshots of any of those reviews, or you just want to communicate with us and just say hi, we are on Facebook and Instagram at Podcast Stardust. And we also have tons of Pinterest boards that you can check out. And then another place that you can find us is on YouTube. So we have our 2 YouTube outlets. We have the traditional YouTube as well as YouTube Music. No videos there. We haven't gotten around to that just yet. Maybe we never will, and that's okay. But those also support reviews, and you can subscribe, share that out with your friends, all the things. And then we also have a TeePublic store, and the link to that is in our show notes. And you can pick up t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, and even home goods to decorate your whole house with everything Podcast Stardust. And I know we've gotten a couple of sales here lately.
More than a couple
So
sales. This has been a good week for sales.
yay! So I know Fetmatic was one. So thank you very much for that. And so if you do happen to get something, please use those social media contacts on Facebook and Instagram to tag us, send us a picture, because we really would love to know how you are showing your Podcast Stardust love out there in the galaxy.
All right. Upcoming on the show on Monday, we are getting back into our The Clone Wars rewatch with the next arc in season 2 that involves Boba Fett. So make sure you check that out. And on Wednesday, we are getting into part 2 of our review of the High Republic Trials of the Jedi. And we had just such a great conversation. I had to split in half because it was just so in depth. But make sure you show up for that, and we'd love to have you with us. But with all that having been said, thanks for listening to episode 935 of Podcast Stardust, everyone. Have a great weekend. And until next time, may the Force